Breathe deep. Relax.
Patrick Jordan. Jordan said he and collaborators Dave Mansueto and Pete Spinda initially expected a shorter run.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh, streaming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am your host, Patrick Jordan. I want to thank you for being here with us tonight. This is Dave, what's the week? Is it 54?
30, 57. What is it? 54. 54. Car 54. Where are you?
Week 54. Where are we? We're right back where we started. Here we are, episode something, and 1 year and a week here right now. If it's your first time watching, welcome to the show. We got apparently Les Claypool. I could play the bass. So anyway, thank you for being here. We got a lot of stuff going on here right now. If it's your first time watching, thank you. We started the show as a way to keep a sense of community, keep people connected with different things, and we're continuing to do so, and we will continue to do so until this whole thing is over. We got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. We've got the return of Toujours is going to be here tonight. Alisa from the marketplace at Emerald Valley is going to be here talking about some lifestyle boxes and more. So it's going to be a hot show with lots of information, lots of laughs, and lots of talent. But before we get to that, a couple of pieces of housekeeping. Ticking below us is our Venmo. Please use it. It is at TogetherPGH. The money goes directly to the artists involved in the show on any given night. We would greatly appreciate anything you can give, be it $1, $3, $5. If you give $500 or more, you get to come on the show as a guest. But seriously, anything will do. We know we've been asking for a while, and there's some donor fatigue that's been setting in. So I would appreciate it, and everyone else would as well. Something else for you. That's right. I get really excited. That would be my totally excited face. So anyway, something not so awesome. Hey, look, the color shifted. I'm not a vampire.
Hey, you look nice. You look real warm now. It was like the horror movie ended and everybody was happy.
The show started. I was like, holy shit, what just happened? So anyway, yeah. So everything's back to normal now. So another thing that we do on the show every night is I talk about the COVID numbers in Allegheny County, and we were foolishly optimistic over the last couple of weeks when we were plateauing between the 200 and 300 range. Now, there's been about 1,200 new cases since you saw us last on Friday, but today's numbers are not good, Allegheny County. It was 498, so let's just call that around 500. So we're back up into the 500 land, and we are actually going in this direction, which I do not recommend. So something you can do. I know people are getting vaccinated. I know it's out there, but what you can do, please continue to put on a mask. Don't be a jag. Just put your mask on. And hey, what the hell? We're in year 2 on this show. We'll say what we did on year 1. Put it over your nose. You see, the mask goes over the nose. Had a guy come to my house today, schnoz, just hanging out over it like, hey, I go, could you cover that over your face? He goes, it fogs up my glasses. I go, take your glasses off. You want me to talk to you? Put the thing up over your nose. So that's what you can do. But keep on washing your hands. Keep the social distancing going. If you're going to do something, do it outside. But being outside does not make you immune either. And the vaccine's on 100%. So please, 1, wear the mask. 2, wash your hands. 3, keep the social distancing going. And 4, when it is your turn and you can get the shot, go get that shot. Get that vaccination. No one's stopping you. Go for it. It's everywhere now. They're going to be giving away with samples of Tide in the mail by the end of the summer. But right now, when it's your turn, go get after it.
Like
All
America
right,
Online CDs in the mail.
Exactly. Like, remember those? Remember you get those CDs in the mail? Boom. America Online. That's the future, folks. It's coming. It's coming for you. So anyway, get on that. Wear the mask. Cool. Something else we got going here. It's brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. And if you watched the show last Thursday, you saw us all get on intimate terms with Engine House 25 Wines. Go back and rewatch the first hour and 10 minutes of that show. You'll love it. The second hour and 10 minutes, you might need to be drinking to enjoy it. So, but if you go to eh25.com, you can find out everything you need about the great selection of wine and merchandise that they have there. When I'm telling you they've got fantastic wines, I would put it up against anyone. We had a sommelier on the show last Thursday. He agrees with me. Go get it. And if you say that you found out about them from Alone Together Pittsburgh, you get $5 off per bottle. That can add up, folks. All right. You get a case of wine. That's $60 cash you get to save. They're doing free delivery during this pandemic, and they do free curbside pickup, and they got a tasting room that's open at select hours to keep everything distance. eh25.com. The in-show poll for tonight. Dave, tell him what it is.
Oh, it cannot be stopped. Oh, life keeps on moving. Oh, what a wonderful time. We got another poll for you. The polls that maybe should have ended, they just keep on going like these days of COVID. Let's take a look and see what we got today for the Jag-Off. What about these dang polls? Do we keep doing them? Do we stop doing them? Should we do them once a week? Or we do them whenever we want? It's the Jag-Off. Do we need to take it out back and treat it like Old Yeller? I don't know. That's up to you to decide, Pittsburgh. It's another Jag-Off, sponsored by Engine House 25 Wines, brought to you by Patrick Jordan and his face.
All right, there it is. You saw it here. Some generic Cobra Kai character. Pete, seriously, right now, have you seen Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I don't know.
That's a great feeling.
It's like
reaction.
background. It's like music. It's like,
Like
it's
folding laundry. It's on.
Right. You're like, it's on. You're like, I can't sleep at night. I'll just put on something. Maybe it'll put me to sleep. It's like easy listening. It's like smooth music.
I love smooth music, and I love Cobra Kai.
You do.
I loved Karate Kid when I was a kid, and 1 and 2. The third one, I'm not really into Karate Kid 3 or the other 2 ones that they made after that. But I remembered it. I didn't realize how much I had seen it when I was a kid. And so watching it, I was like, my wife was all like pissed at me because I was like, it's obviously not a cliffhanger. I mean, you know what's going to happen about 15 episodes before it happens. And I was like, oh, look, he's at this and this is going to happen. Then he's going to say this, and he's going to do this, and like all like the shtick from the show. So, but it anyway, I loved it. It was great.
It's like you're like, oh, they're showing like a different perspective of Johnny or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
and like oh, that's kind of cool. But
the alt hero.
You're also like, it's like one of those things I can have on with my 12-year-old daughter in the room and not feel weird about. It's like, it's like not riveting, like exciting, like television where you're like, oh, they're dropping F-bombs everywhere.
I loved every second of it. I loved every second. I love that Dave pulled out that was like a link from like week 10.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much amazing that he pulled up that clip.
I don't think that Walking Dead is riveting. I liked Walking Dead, but I think it's been shit for the past
I never saw
7 seasons.
I never saw The Walking Dead. But I also missed a lot of TV shows.
We're going to review the whole series tomorrow night. So if you start when the show ends tonight, you could be ready to have this conversation tomorrow night.
I don't think I'll make it because there's like 15 spinoffs to The Walking Dead.
You don't have to watch that. We'll talk about those on Friday, but you'll have.
All right. So listen. The other thing about Karate Kid, this Cobra Kai series, I really like. you like these characters, the Danny and Johnny character. William Zabka, who plays that guy, I actually offered him a role in a Barebones show about 4 or 5 years ago, before he had the comeback of this show, and he was super cool. I mean, he said no, obviously, but he was super cool. I found his email legitimately online, like it was his email on
Did
his.
you like order a cameo from him
no,
or something?
it was
And
no,
you,
it was his.
like-
There was no cameo. He had an.
No, I
IMDb
mean like the you know the cameo, the app or whatever.
the
People
cameo,
like you.
cameo. Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty much just wrestlers and the sensei from Karate Kid that I've seen. I mean, I haven't gone to the cameo,
On Cameo?
page. I've seen a couple comedians.
No, there's a lot of comedians on there.
Oh, all right. It's just who pops up in my thing.
Stars.
I guess it's just me. It's just like it's the Karate Kid sensei. It's John Kreese and Andrew Dice Clay and a bunch of wrestlers. So I guess that's the algorithm that they're getting from my.
That's Google following you around, man.
It's Ric Flair, and yeah, that's it. And like a Sylvester Stallone impersonator. So I guess they got a lot of people on it.
Now, you know what? Just having this show now, I'm gonna like look at my phone and it's gonna be all Cobra Kai. Like they're gonna try to sell me karate lessons. Like
You should get it, dude. Okay, so here's the other thing that I loved about the Cobra Kai thing. Coming to America too. Okay, did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think?
It was okay.
I loved it too. I mean, I didn't like love it. It felt like a nice, like it was like the perfect pandemic treat. Right. So it's just kind of like, I'm reminiscing. It was like going to a friggin' reunion. You know
I
what mean?
guess I
Like,
was expecting it to be better than it was. Like I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't like
yeah.
mind blown.
I smiled through the whole thing.
Right. Well, of course, because it's like the same as Cobra Kai. It's like a 30-year family reunion. I mean, it was cool. It was amazing that they got the whole cast back together, including Sexual Chocolate. Like that was pretty sweet.
Spoiler alert, everybody. Sexual. Well, it's been out for like 3 weeks. When can you start spoiling? But Sexual Chocolate, they play so fine. Don't you agree? So they came back, and I was missing one.
Wesley Snipes was brilliant. Sorry,
Wesley Snipes is due. He's due for a comeback. He did his time. He's out now. He's ready. He's due. He's poised. He auditioned for, I think, the
Barebones
Eric
production.
No, he didn't. He auditioned for the Soul Glow guy, Eric LaSalle's part. He didn't show up. There was 2 people. There were 3 people that I missed. Eric LaSalle, the sister, right? The girl's sister, who should have ended up with Eric LaSalle. It would have been a nice like side thing. And Samuel L. Jackson. Those are the 3 people that I was missing. I was looking for a cameo, but they did a good job of Louis Anderson, get everybody back. Anyway, I highly recommend it. There you go. That's so much for the film club. I think I should move things along here right now, but good talking, Pete. Everybody, I think we're going to kick going. Don't forget, smash this Venmo if you can, @TogetherPGH. Get that rolling. We're also on PayPal. Anything you can kick in would be greatly appreciated. But now I think we can go to our first musical guest. He's going to pop up here first and do a number for us, do a song. Then he's going to come back a little bit later, do another song, and we're going to talk to him. Here he is. Without further ado, Joy. What's up, buddy?
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
I'm glad you're here. Maybe play a song for us, and then we'll come back and hope you don't freeze.
Okay, this is off my new 4-song EP called Dance Upon Graves. And I decided to play this song called Porch Talks because I wrote it about how much I love, those late night talks with like a person like on the porch or whatever, you get into that deep shit, which I'm really hoping that we get this unique opportunity right now where COVID made us not hang out, but the vaccine is going to let us hang out, but not in big groups. So maybe we can actually like get together for these intimate, awesome moments again. And yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of that and get some porch talks. The truth, we wanna know, like these books we write and sell to ourselves on street corners with names that don't mean a thing. Street corners with names that don't mean a thing. A child grows and sees her father cry. Sometimes I wanna go, but I know that I should try. And these tears run free on these late nights, riding my bicycle home on the rain to meet you there, sitting on my porch so we can share these moments mean everything that make it alright to wake up tomorrow and save the world for our friends. Save the world for our friends with names that don't mean a thing.
Oh man, Joy. Yeah, thank you, man. I love that. So I tell you what, I have a million questions for you. I want to talk to you about them, but I want to. Are you cool to hang for a little bit and come back later, play some more, and talk some more later?
I'm hanging. Let's do it.
Cool. Maybe I'll bring you in when we're talking to Alisa. So you can find out some stuff about cows.
Yeah, I got cow questions.
Okay, great. You will get to answer those in a little bit. So stick around, everybody. We're gonna have more from Joy. We're gonna find out about his new EP and tell you a couple other cool things that he's been up to. We're gonna roll along here right now. But our next segment, I want you to know, is brought to you by Farm to Table Pittsburgh. If you go to farmtotablepa.com, you can find out everything you need to know. This is our Buy Fresh, Buy Local segment. Every Wednesday night on Alone Together Pittsburgh, we will give you something else coming at you from Farm to Table. Now, Farm to Table can give you everything you need from farmers markets, CSAs, and how to get involved, how to plant stuff. Every Thursday, they've got different lectures. You can see, I think Doug Oster is coming up tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So get in on the Doug Oster talk and everything else they have at farmtotablepa.com. But coming up right now, she's been on the show a couple of times. We are thrilled to have her back. She's from, let's bring her, Alisa from the marketplace at Emerald Valley.
Hey guys, it's Alisa and Aaron from the marketplace, and we are bringing you our April local lifestyle box. Think spring. So
Think spring,
we're
folks.
doing it in sections because it's so big. You're going to end up with all three meals. Here's breakfast right here.
That's breakfast,
you're getting
folks.
some yummy milk, and you're going to have the chocolate milk. You're getting fresh eggs from Primrose.
Here we go.
And then you're going to get yourself some of this amazing granola from our friend Menno Yoder at Sunny Slope, and we're going to pair that because you.
Let's roll. There she is, Alisa.
am.
All right, we're gonna let that tape roll behind us here in a little bit. So thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me. I want to thank Farm to Table and Aaron and all the support they're like. Can we talk about how bomb they are for a minute?
They're pretty bummed. Please do.
Yeah,
My gosh.
we should. You
I
know,
won't disagree.
because I think we need all lucky. Well, we're really super fortunate here in this region that we have, you know, organization like Farm to Table who, like, I mean, they genuinely support the small farms, the local producers. They're out there, you know, just giving it like 150%. So that all of us, you know, they want a better food system. They want to build something that connects people like directly. So like we should like shout them out and
absolutely
totally show them love because they're showing a lot of us love. So thank you, Aaron.
From the rooftops, everybody at Farm to Table, especially.
Well, we all
Aaron,
benefit.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. I agree. And that's
We get to
that's
eat better because of.
so I'm a fan,
Good with
obviously anyone who's watched the show knows I talk about you all the time. I'm a fan of what you guys are doing out there. And
Thank
just
you.
just your website and everything that goes on at the marketplace and how you bring in basically artisans and farmers and farms and
Yep.
everything from all around the area and put them in one place, and you deliver.
Yes.
But these lifestyle boxes how's everything going with them? Because
it's going really well. I mean, they're a a box that we select every month. This one, the spring box that's coming out in the middle of April was like huge. It ended up being a whole bunch of stuff for breakfast, and then a really slid in the things that go with it. And then the final segment is the spring pasta primavera.
Oh, geez.
So, yeah, cheese is the word. And it's all local. And so I think the best way to think about this is think HelloFresh meets local.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what this box is like. It's a hybrid. Like, we're going to give you the recipe for the pasta primavera. And it's super easy, and we're going to give you the ingredients. So we did the shopping for you, but it's all local. So right now at the marketplace at Emerald Valley, we have over 60. We're now over 60. I think the last time we talked about this with you guys, we were over 50. So see how fast it's growing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And they're all in, this is PA. There's, just a wonderful array of farms. There's the lunchbox.
Well,
those are actual fresh greens that are being grown right here in southwestern Pennsylvania in the wintertime.
I'll stress to you from
Strobe said hi.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Hey, DJ Strobe.
And I'm gonna eat those nuts right there because we made some seasoned house-made nuts. Now, obviously, the nuts didn't come from PA, but we thought it'd be fun to season some of those up so you could throw them on your salad.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, those greens, and you talk about them being fresh grown. Having partaken in them, you can legitimately taste the difference. I'm not even kidding.
No, you can. That's very true. I think once you've tasted some of this food, Aaron and I talk about this. Once you have it, you will immediately know the difference. You will immediately know that this tastes completely different because it didn't travel. It didn't have to get picked early or go a long distance because food loses flavor. It leaches out over time. We all know that. So this is an opportunity to move you closer to your food source than you've ever been before.
And you got one box, and so it's not that breakfast thing. You get 3 meals in one box. Is that right? Or you get to choose from 3 boxes.
The April Lifestyle box. Yeah, you're gonna get a breakfast. You've basically got 3 meals inside of that one box. Absolutely.
So we saw the breakfast. We started to see the lunch.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna bring up. So I'm terrified to know what's in there for dinner, and by terrified, I'm very excited. But
it's going to be really exciting because you're going to have pasta primavera.
Right.
So we're not going to fool around. So here's lunch.
Right.
You can see your greens. We did the seasoned nuts. We are giving you this amazing maple vinaigrette that Wes in-house. Wes is our culinary guru. We just love him, and he's just so good at what he does. You get a little feta to put on your salad. We seasoned up some of those nuts, and they were kind of savory and sweet both. I don't know how he does that, but he's really good at it.
Nice.
And you got some dill Havarti. And then Erin stepped in, and she is showing you what you want to see.
Let's pull that. Let's pull that tag down, Dave, if we can.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there it is.
There you go. Pasta primavera. So we're gonna give you fresh pasta from Fede, and that's the Senecola restaurant in Irwin.
Got you.
And you're going to get some parsley chive fromage blanc from us, Emerald Valley, because remember, we're dairy farmers and cheese makers. This fromage blanc, that's just a fancy name, French name for cream. It's a very light cream cheese, and we're going to season it up with some fresh parsley and chive for you. And you're going to push that out over your hot pasta noodle. And you're going to get some cremini mushrooms that are Pennsylvania grown. And we partnered up with our friends at Harvey Farms over there to source those mushrooms. So we like to work with the other farms and distributors in the area. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have asparagus for you, local asparagus, because it'll be coming in. So you're getting all the goods right there, and a recipe.
Okay. All
Because
right.
you got to make it, Pat.
Okay. All right.
Patrick.
All right.
You're gonna have there with the wife.
Well, she's a hell of a cook. I am not. I'm good at like steaks and breakfast. That's basically where I.
There you go.
Steaks and breakfast. Anything grill related, I can hang with, but everything else she makes.
We're gonna give you a grill box in June.
Okay. Oh, all right. All right.
We'll give you a grill box in June. How about that?
All right. Fantastic. So here's the deal. I know we got to talk about a couple other things. Are we going to take a tour tonight? A tour.
You want to?
Do you have Wi-Fi outside? Are you thinking about taking a tour? Or is it too dark?
I can't. It's dark. It's pitch black, and I can't.
Okay.
We're gonna do a tour though.
Right,
when we get into the longer light days.
Okay, great. So I want to talk about something coming up, and then Joy wants to come out because he has some questions for you. Okay, we're gonna bring out Joy, who played the song earlier in the night. But first, I want you to tell me about what's going on with this new with the market.
Okay, April 3rd. Mark it on your calendar, folks. From 10 to 2, April 3rd, in Washington, we are hosting a holiday winter market. It's really a spring market at this point, right?
Right.
But it's part of our winter market series. It is obviously a holiday market because it's the day before Easter. And we have over 40 vendors. We had to actually shut it down because people kept out. We're like, we don't have any more room because we still do the COVID thing. We got everybody
spaced out,
spaced apart, and you need to wear your masks, please, because we have the tables, we have the vendors spaced out. We want you to wear your mask over your nose, wear it over your nose, and come and enjoy. It's phenomenal. The diversity of the vendors is really great. Whether you want local artisan cheese, Mediterra will be there, Wood Street Bakery will be there, PG Sweet Treats, Nobby's Bakery, lots of bakery stuff going on. Birch Creek Farmery is there.
You've got all that. You've got cheese. You've got produce. You've got meats. You've got eggs. You've got everything. But do you have alcohol?
Yes, we do.
What do
we have
got
alcohol, and we are going to be serving cocktails. And one thing that's really cool about what's going to happen that day is we are also going to be launching the products from the new distillery in Washington, Burgess and Burgess, which is really exciting because they're bringing us something that we haven't had yet, locally speaking anyway, and that is we're going to Pakila, not tequila, because we're not allowed to say that, but we are allowed to say Pakila. So they are doing Fava, and we're also going to have rum and cocktails with all of that. So if you are in the mood for a basil mojito, maybe
this is
for
good.
Some tequila sunrise
outdoors to. Fantastic. It sounds amazing. And that's going to be on April 3rd, right before Easter. Outside. 10 to 2. 10 to 2. Hit up the website, hit up the links that we're putting in our comments right now and find it out. Thank you, Alisa. Now I have to bring in Joy because he has some hardcore, hard-hitting questions for you. So thank you. Hey, Joy.
Okay, I'm ready.
Welcome back, buddy.
Can we get a picture? Where's Dave? Can we get a picture of the cow? At least I need to know the name of the cow.
Oh, the cow that you're hugging in the picture that we use?
Yeah. Oh, well, that cow's extremely famous. She's a one-name cow, and her name is Veronica.
Oh, Veronica's so cute.
She was amazing. One of the most famous ever to live. No joke.
On the show someday?
Veronica?
He wants to know if Veronica can come on the show someday.
No. Well, Veronica, unfortunately, is no longer with us. So those are great memories, what you see.
Oh, my God.
There right now.
No!
The picture wasn't from this week. It was an earlier picture Joy. I'm
It
sorry.
was. It was an older picture.
No.
So, Joy, what would you? Let me ask you a question, Joy. The what was it? A Tequila Sunrise? Is that what we were calling it?
Yeah.
Joy, have you had one of those?
I mean, I used to make the tequila sunrises when I had one of those bartending jobs
Remember that?
back when bars were a thing.
Back in the before times.
Bartender for us on April 3rd.
All right, there you go.
It's one of the best drinks out there.
Joy, question for you. Do you have any more cow-related questions, or are you too devastated from the last one?
That was Veronica. I'll see you one day.
He's going to write a song for Veronica
This
before.
one goes to Veronica.
All right, here's another cow.
I love that. Move over winter.
It's so cute.
Well, if you don't have any more cow-related questions or anything else, we're going to get you geared up for your talk time with me in a minute. I'm going to say goodbye to Alisa here. Are you cool, buddy? You cool hanging? Because the sun is shining wherever Joy is, the sun is shining. So anyway, Alisa, all right, so we've got the marketplace coming up here. How long can people get in on the lifestyle box?
I think you have until about I want to say the 8th of April. Okay. If you want a smaller version of something and you want it for Easter, we did an Easter box. We did an Easter breakfast box. And so you could jump on that if you want to get some great local items for your table.
And there's still the massive marketplace that people can a la carte anything that you guys want. A la carte,
you can shop at the marketplace. We're a year-round indoor market, and you're supporting an awful lot of farms, small farms and producers. See all the product on the shelf in the back; those are all different farms.
Yeah, and everybody's been hit hard.
Yes,
but by what's been going on right now, especially local farms. So pick this up, and you might not go back to the big box grocery store way after you get a little taste of this.
You just might not. That's right. We might change your mind.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you.
Please come back anytime. And next time in the longer days, we would love to get a walking live tour.
We're gonna go for a walk on the farm.
All right, I would love to see that.
That's what we're gonna do.
Right. So stay tuned for that, folks. Thank you so much, Alisa. And everybody check out the lifestyle boxes, and the marketplace is coming up. So get on it and check them out. And I want to thank another special thanks to Farm to Table, Pittsburgh, farmtotablepa.com for supporting this Buy Fresh, Buy Local segment that you're going to find every Wednesday. All right, so we're going to move along here. Let's check in on our in-show poll really quickly. Dave, how's the voting going? Pete, how do you think the voting's going? That's all right.
I'm sure people are doing it. Maybe
where do you fall into this? How would you fall if you had to go A, B, C, or D?
You really want to know?
Oh, I know, but I was just going to try to get you on tape. So anyway,
we all know where I fall.
Pete's not a fan of the polls.
No, I like the polls. I think the polls are good when we have when they relate to the show and we have they're thematic.
I'm just happy that you did not hate Cobra Kai. I feel much closer to you right now that you didn't hate it. Because I
hate a lot of things.
I know that's what I mean. I was like, because I'm going to go to bat. Okay, so do we keep the polls? A, yeah. All right. So it's 27-64-9. I'm sorry, Pete. You're looking like
you're muted, Dave.
Looking like you're not making it. Dave, do you want to say anything?
Dave he's talking to me.
I thought I was talking. I had my mute button on the whole time. I thought I was interjecting clever quips.
Nothing came Ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, oh, it was so good. You guys missed it. No, we do whatever we want.
I heard it, Dave. I was here for you.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Mr. Scissors.
Good talk. Good talk. Is Eric still watching? Anyway,
I don't know. I can ask him. He's downstairs.
Are you serious? That's hysterical. All right. Mrs. Wildman. Yes. All right. Alisa, wish she would. They do ship. They might ship out your way. Just saying. You might get a shot, Maureen. You might buy local from Pittsburgh. They might ship it your way depending on what it is.
I was looking at the website and they have CBD infused coffee, which are like kind of two of my favorite things. But like, I do the coffee to like push myself up. I use the CBD to kind of balance out my anxiety. So is it just decaf? What is it?
No, but the CBD, well, we could ask Alisa, but the CBD, I think, has more than just chilling out purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just to calm you down. So I don't think it's decaf, but it's kind of like the Elvis's pills. You know what I mean? He was getting uppers and downers, and it was too much talking about Elvis thing. The next thing you know, you end up on a toilet and it's over. Anyway. So speaking of that, let's bring Joy back out here and let's do some talk. Do you want to hang out here and talk with Joy?
Sure.
Hey, let's bring him back. You've seen him.
I made a free QR code that stuck my picture in it, and the free QR code is easy to Google how to do that. And then I went to like Walmart or something and plugged in my phone and printed this out for about $5, maybe $6. And I stapled it to this thing. Please scan for my music. It's free, and I'm gonna
see
go.
If anyone wants to listen to my new music, because it's tough out there for musicians to get their shit heard nowadays. So even if a couple people just like actually listen to it that was like random, it'd be fucking cool. I can't believe that someone did it. That's awesome. Yo, I didn't think that was gonna work nearly that well. Like immediately, a couple people downloaded it.
That's right. He's thinking outside of the box, folks. Joy is back, and he's going to tell us about his QR code music delivery system, the wave of the future.
No, these are really cool. I'm getting stickers made too, so you can leave them like at the venue you play, or like at skate parks or at bus stops, and people can get music for free. But you can do it for anything you want. So if you got like art or like whatever, a book or like revolutionary propaganda, especially type, you could like leave it at bus stops and people just scan it, and then it's so cool. But that was really cool because like a couple people downloaded it in a row and like made me feel like really it's hard to like music promotion nowadays is so fucking fake. It's really hard to get people to listen to random other music.
Right.
Is it somehow like pay to play has so many different fucking ways, like even putting your music on like Facebook or whatever that's been using algorithms to like connect you to people. Everything's fucking fake. So like actually putting your music up somewhere random and then having some other random person come and agree, you're like, I'm gonna listen to that random shit. It's just amazing to me because we don't get that anymore because everything's fucking algorithm and advertised and paid for it, and it's fuck it.
So you're using the technology to fuck the technology.
Yeah,
I like it. I like
Heavy
it.
shit.
It's kind of like the plot from Terminator 2, but it's not really.
Patrick, you just want to relate everything to a movie or television show,
especially if it's from the 80s or 90s. That was when I peaked. But anyway, Joy, that's great. So so the sun is shining where you are. All right, so I'm guessing you're not back in Pittsburgh just yet, and you're hitting us from the van. Where are you?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas, Nevada. What now? How did you end up there?
My dad just had post-COVID heart failure and kidney failure, so I was at the ICU with him in LA.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, he almost died. A lot of people are dying post-COVID. They made it through, and then they're having heart complications like a month or so afterwards. He was about 2 months, and he fucking almost died. And probably whatever happens in the future happens. But right now he's home, and he's like going to the bathroom by himself. So go, Dad. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go to the desert and like space out. So I did that for a minute. Went to Palm Springs, like Joshua Tree area, hung out in the desert. And they have a great art exhibit in the middle of the desert right now called Desert X, which the one exhibit, which is called Indian Land, makes a Hollywood sign, which was actually originally Hollywood Land sign, and makes a sign like that, but says Indian Land on what should be Indian Land, but really it's yuppie white shit. But it draws attention to that, and it's huge in the desert and really important. And actually, also, it's really nice that they bring attention to the fact that Hollywood Land was originally a sign put up to as a whites only community. And so it's good that they're bringing attention to the racist foundation past of that bullshit and creating a new world.
All right.
Wow.
But then I was sick of the desert, and I was like, I need some bright lights. So I came to Vegas to hang out. I don't know.
All right.
So now you're in Vegas.
So now you're in Vegas. Is that you outside the Luxor right there? Is that what?
Oh my God! No, I came. They started a new. It's called Area 15. It's sort of like Omega Mart, if you know what that is, but it's an art installation inside. It's really cool, COVID-based style shit where you can go in alone and explore alone, but it's this big art installation inside. So it's this cool event to do without being around other people, really. So I'm going to explore those.
So something else for you, Joy. Something different about you, I think, since the last time you were on the show.
I grew my hair out to make a wig for the cancer kids. It took 2 years.
Locks for Love.
Yeah, not exactly, but yes. Not that organization, but one similar to it. There's a couple of them that do it, but I made it down to my nipples, so that was cool. And then off. And this organization actually sends me a picture once it's done, because it takes 8 to 10 people's hair to make. And then they take a picture and they send it out.
Oh wow!
Wow,
it's amazing.
Now we're gonna grow again. It's called hair farming, and most people can do it.
That's pretty wild.
That's amazing.
So you're gonna do it again?
Yeah.
Do you miss the long hair, or have you adapted to having short hair?
I don't care. It doesn't really faze me.
No.
I stopped wearing branded clothing a year or 2 or 3 or 5 ago, and it just doesn't faze me. I don't care what my shirts. They're all. I only wear this shirt. This is the only shirt I have. I have 10 of these. Just doesn't faze.
I don't want to. What Dave showed us now. This is speaking of only having one shirt. There's a video on your social media where you're not only not wearing a shirt, you're wearing nothing at all.
While I was in the desert, I found out about this bowl, the skateboard bowl. It was a pool that was actually Al Capone's house back in the day.
Whose house? I'm sorry, I laughed over you.
Capone.
Oh, Al Capone's house.
Yeah, who people like that, they have many houses. So it was one of them. It's called the Nude Bowl, ironically, and it's outside of Palm Springs, and you got to drive into the desert for miles and miles. My car was going, and then you got to climb this hill, and then there's a fucking skate area in the middle of the fucking desert, and I was like, why am I wearing clothes?
Was anybody else around, or was it just you?
I went around for many miles. I mean, you can see you can sort of see, but 360, there's no one, no chance of going to jail. All
right. Well, speaking of not going to jail, but my question for you is sunburn.
But then that one went semi-viral on TikTok. So then a lot of people saw it. And...
So now everyone's out there skating naked.
I hope so. It's the best. I didn't even know that was on my bucket list, and now I got to cross it off.
You got to write it on, cross it off. So I'm guessing you had suntan lotion.
Oh no! I don't mess with. That's a whole nother topic.
All right.
All right. So you had skates with you, you're traveling with skates.
I roller skate every day.
4 wheels, 2x2 roller skates, not roller blades.
No. Oh no. Blades are.
Dave, you look like a thoroughbred there, Joy. My goodness.
It's a totally different. Rollerblades are a totally different world. Totally different world.
I see that. This is pretty funny.
Later, but I recommend you get roller skates. It's a totally different world.
But did I see you were making some music with some youngsters?
Yeah, those are my nieces. They're twins, and they're the cutest humans to ever exist.
They are pretty cute. Dave, can we roll any little clip of these amazing twin nieces?
This is Joy and the Twins. We're the band. Yeah. First up is piano. Go ahead, solo. Ooh, so beautiful. Okay, next up we have ukulele. Okay, solo time. Okay, then we have guitar. Here we go. You guys want to sing Freight Train? Here we go. So we sing Freight Train. Ready, go. Freight train runs so fast. Freight train runs so fast. Please don't tell which train I'm on, and they won't know which way I've gone. See, and then we're done, and then we go, yay!
Yay! I'm very excited. Those are some of the cutest kids I've ever seen in my life, and the fact that they're wearing shamrocks makes me even happier. That was amazing.
They're so fun, dude. So
How
fun.
old are they?
4.
4. Oh wow. Oh man.
They're so cool.
That's amazing. So
Joe, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. We got a question.
I gave the one a keyboard and the one little drum pad or whatever, or the ukulele, and they were just losing their minds. Like, you got to give kids instruments and get them cheap ones so they don't. It doesn't matter if they fucking break it.
I'm on the second $5 ukulele right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick's got a thing, he likes to smash his ukulele after
That's what I do.
performance, though.
I've only played out once,
Well,
but it ended with just like a.
That's what the fire's here for. We're gonna light it up.
I can't wait. Stick around, folks, because the show's not. There's still a whole lot of show left. But what's your question, Pete? I'm sorry.
So I was going to ask. So you've been living out of the van, but it looks like the van's different now, or is it just a different angle than you've been before?
Okay, so it's different. Bitcoin did very well in December, and I upgraded. I realized profits. I pulled out some of what my investments were, and I got a bigger van, which was the fucking decision I've ever done, because I've always like, I've never treated myself well. I've always like used money to like
rough it,
do shit that like wasn't like self-care, and this is fuck. I love this thing so much. Like, you gotta do shit for yourself. Fuck. Oh
nice. So what'd you get? What is it?
It's a Sprinter. It's one of the smaller ones, but it's not the. I was in before the smallest one. This one I can actually stand up in.
Oh, really?
I have a This is my bed area here, which is actually the nicest bed I've ever had, even when I've lived in what's considered a brick and mortar area. Wait, did I hang up?
No, we're here.
No, you're here. We can see
cool.
it.
Well, I just found my hair. But yeah, I got a bed, and then all my storage is down there. Like, there's tons of storage. And I got a surfboard, a longboard, my roller skates, my bicycle. This desk houses my food, but I don't do a lot of cooking. I have a one burner that does my coffee and my teas and my noodles, and then I eat very simple. A lot of dried fruit. Dried mangoes is my favorite, but dried fruit, dried nuts. I eat consistently throughout the day, and
nice.
That's great, man. So you're living that life. And any chance you're coming back through this way, or why? Where you at?
We'll see what happens. I love Pittsburgh, but like, I did it so long, but then there's the club, but like, I'm sober now, so like the club's like not as fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm real focused on my music now. My kid's old. Like, my kid's doing her own thing. She's got a job, is gonna move to like New York soon or some shit. Like,
wow.
I don't know, man. It's a whole new world. I'm really hoping that I'm like, what I really want to happen is to like tour with the music and play a lot of like small shows. Like, I really would like to not do cities. I'd really like to go to like small town USA, play small venues, donate all the money back to the local Planned Parenthoods, use the opportunities in those small towns to expose the small towns to maybe ideas that they're not traditionally exposed to, of the uber progressive, like I'm not a leftist. I'm
Right.
like I'm an anarchist. You know, my ideas are pretty fucking out there.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Well,
spread some of
Joy, I mean,
music.
speaking of small venues, you're not going to get much smaller than Alone Together Pittsburgh, and we would love it if you would do another song for us here right now, and then maybe we could talk to you on the other side of it.
So today, this hot clown in Pittsburgh named Orion the Amazing posts a video using my music from like 10 years ago from this ukulele stuff I wrote, because this guy in Hawaii made a bet with me that I couldn't write sad music on a ukulele, and ended up writing a whole album. And I had a CD release at the New Hazlitt Theater. We had a bouncy castle. We had all types of crazy shit. We had people doing balloon animals. But we had this guy fucking juggling and riding unicycle.
Orion, the Amazing.
And it was Orion. And then 10 years later, he puts my song on thing. So I dug out the ukulele, which I haven't touched. It's been in storage. And this song's called Zombie. It's really hot in here. I'm going to turn this fan on. It's going to come into play later. Hold on. Can you see that, man? Yeah. Well, there's a zombie in the shower, and he wonders how that baby is doing. By the nightlight, is she screaming? Cause the vampires will not leave her alone. And there's a lover in the castle, and he wonders, oh, what does she mean when she says to him that he should know what she means. What she means. In this lovely weather outside for once in her lifetime, but how would she know? Cause the curtains closed her so long ago. There's a spotlight at the window, and they've got them completely surrounded, so they look deep into each other and share another breath and prepare a final kiss. Oh, a final kiss. A final kiss. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Props, man. Thank you so much. Beautiful.
I like
Joy-
getting the updates from you, Joy, like finding out where you've been, where you're going, what you're up to.
Yeah, this has been a fun little side project of, the COVID thing. It was like, I think the first time I was with y'all, I was still in Pittsburgh.
You were. You were.
Yeah.
Oh, Bud Taylor was still alive back then. Oh, Bud.
Bud was there. Yeah.
But you heard about the toothpick incident?
No, what happened with Bud and the toothpick?
There was a fatal toothpick accident, and Bud's no longer with us, which has freed up a lot of my time because managing Bud was getting a little intensive. But
Oh man.
you know,
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened to his wardrobe?
well, that's a whole nother story with like what's happened the past couple years with the whole flag.
Yeah.
Has gone downhill quite a bit. So I don't.
Understood. Well, it makes sense. As long as there was no foul play, it was a toothpick accident.
Very normal thing. Very normal thing. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I'm starting to work with this new artist, Party Wolf.
Party Wolf.
So keep your ears open for Party Wolf.
Well, I'm looking forward to having Party Wolf on the show. If and the way things are going with these darn COVID numbers, we might be doing this long enough to get Party Wolf on the show.
You might want to do it even after. I think the world's finding an appreciation for the stuff. This is great. What you do is great.
Well,
It's
thank you. But well,
got a place in the world even after.
well, speaking.
I like
speaking
that
of,
the Joy can leave Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's still in the Joy by the Inns thing.
It's beautiful. It makes me feel at home. It makes me feel part of a community again. But before, I mean, thanks for saying nice things about us. But let's talk about your EP a little bit.
Four songs. The single is Graves of Priests, Graves of Priests, which was written about, the dark topic of religions, not just Catholicism or Christianity, but all religions, even small cults, using their power to prey on children, especially in a pedo way, and how that domino effects and the victims of that tend to create more victims and stuff. And I don't know, it's just a dark, poetic lyricism about that. And I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about how dirty society did Sinead O'Connor back in the day.
That's true. And you know what's kind of been cool, I'm glad you bring that up, because I've been noticing a lot more people drawing attention to it, to the Sinead O'Connor thing lately. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like Chris Christopherson announcing his retirement because he had that connection with Sinead O'Connor during that time period. But when you look back now, how Sinead O'Connor was treated sure as hell didn't age well.
It was really wrong. And it also, the effects of it have been seen so much from, her life, and the mini docs that have been made. I hope someone is making a larger documentary, or a good one, let's say, but there are some smaller ones out there that have, watched how torture of a life, it became when it was, if society had reacted different to that moment, thousands of children's lives would have been saved.
It's crazy.
And instead, society chose to destroy her life.
Right.
And thousands of children's.
It's, make your head explode to do it. So
it's crazy. But yeah, anyways, the song's about the same topic.
Great. So you've got 3 other songs on there. Do they follow in that realm?
Well, not at all. Porch Talk's was...
Well, Porch Talk, obviously.
And it's just about hanging out with people, talking late into the night. There's a Daft Punk cover, which I fucking finished mixing the fucking day they broke up, and I cried for an hour.
Oh no.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a cover on there. So yeah, the breakup is definitely partly my fault. I am sorry about that, but they hated it so much they were like, we're done. We're out.
Right.
That's it.
And then the fourth track.
I don't know.
Great. But question for you. Just one more question. So the song's going to be on Spotify, which is like a mainstream outlet, but it's also decentralized. How'd you pull that off?
No, that's my music is not decentralized. Spotify is not decentralized. The single I created Okay, so there's
Thanks, Dave.
There's an NFT, a non-fungible token of the single Graves of Priests. There's 9 of them, and I think it's $1 in the link, but
Gotcha.
No one I know even really can get it because they don't know. A lot of my friends, no one knows what it's barely into. You can't even buy it with Bitcoin. You have to buy it with Ethereum.
Oh gosh.
Right. So there's a couple layers. I created just because I could, and I wanted to. NFTs are a brand new thing this year. It's mainly being used for art, but it is capable of doing music, receipts, all types of. There's all types of uses for NFTs that we haven't even realized yet. It's a very fun time, an invention time. But those are there. If people do get them, now this is the cool thing I like about NFTs, and what I do like about the future of decentralized music platforms. When Spotify is replaced or upgrades to become a decentralized music platforms, And we use blockchain technology to keep track of the music. The NFTs that I created, if it think about a 7-inch, you have a 7-inch from the Beatles and you sell it for $1 million. The Beatles get none of that money, which is fine because the Beatles are rich, but many artists didn't get money like the Beatles, and the collectors did get money, but the artists themselves didn't. With NFTs, the artist will forever get money. If my NFT sells for $1 million in 100 years, 200 years, whatever, I will get, and when I say I mean me or my generationals, will get a percentage of that I preset, which I particularly put in 15%.
Joy, question for you here. Like you were early on Bitcoin, right? Do you think that NFT is also something that normal folks should be checking out? And if so, is buying NFT like a good place to start in your opinion?
No, it's not a good place to start. A good place to start is on Coinbase, which is a platform to buy Bitcoin, will pay you in altcoins, which are, there's Bitcoin and then there's many other cryptocurrencies, which are considered altcoins, and they will actually pay you to educate yourself on it. And I think the payment is $31 that you can make by watching 1, 2, 3-minute short videos about what blockchain technology is. And this is part of the whole blockchain revolution, is actually getting paid for stuff that you don't think you should be getting paid for. For example, the browser you use on your computer, let's say Firefox, gets a lot of money from ad revenue from the work that you do, and they don't give you any. However, if you download the Brave browser right now and use that instead, it does ad revenue sharing and pays you a percentage of the ads that you consume. So Nike pays them $100 and you get a penny of it, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I've already made $40 this year. And since it's a cryptocurrency, it does go up. And you can take the steps to change it to USD, which I've already done. So I think the first steps to get into cryptocurrency are the ones that are free. So people don't start risking stuff and just start educating yourself on stuff. There's a couple great ladies on TikTok that are very educational. I would stay away from cis white male educators on it personally. I noticed a lot of good education coming from them. Right. There's a lot of really good education from ladies, which I actually on my Facebook am putting together a list tonight for friends to get into.
All right, well, send it alone to get the Pittsburgh's way. But what about buying your NFT? Meaning, like, kill two birds with one stone, NFT, and what's better than doing it with a Toujours original?
FYI, my phone's on 10%. Disappear at some point, but yeah,
right, we should have. We're running about 5 minutes over anyway. I just thought we were chatting. So
my what's it called? The link tree. My link tree has the new album, which is free on every platform. And then there's also the NFT link, which costs like $1, depending upon how much Ethereum's worth at the time. But you have to pay for it with Ethereum. So you will, if you have Ethereum, boom, go get it for $1, and hopefully it's worth something someday. If not, it's cool to have. I don't know. Nice. I bought NFT. But I think more importantly than cryptocurrency, everyone wants to talk about the money and NFT, and everyone wants to talk about the art, is just blockchain technology, which is incredible and is going to revolutionize and decentralize all aspects. You're going to see music platforms come up that are decentralized. You're going to see social media platforms come up that are decentralized. You're going to see banking. You're going to go to a bank and get a loan, and they're going to ask you fucked up questions like, where do you work? And what race are you? And this is the old world, and it's unnecessary, and it's fucked up, and it's class war bullshit. And like, we're going to have our own decentralized peer-to-peer lending platforms. Well, it's not we're going to. We have it now. It's just new this year. So like, it's going to take 5 years for it to even become like
catch on.
whispers. In 5 years, it'll be whispers. In 10 years, it's just going to be funny when the word bank, like people are like, Grandpa, what was a bank?
I'm with
But,
you, man.
I mean, it's just, if you actually think about the timeline of stuff, it's like things move quick. I don't know.
Blip.
Yeah. So like,
yeah.
What's really fun to think about is people are like, oh, it's always been done like this. It's like, actually, it's not. Credit scores were just invented. Like, I'm older than credit scores. You know what I mean? It hasn't been done like this forever. You just stole that idea because it was extremely profitable for banks to give loans out with your money and get the percent instead of giving you an ad share revenue of it.
All right.
Man, this has been an education.
This has been education. You're blowing my mind. I want to talk to you like a lot longer, but we've got you got one more thing to say, and then we've got another track to play. Let's play us out.
Clyde, I forget his name, Clyde Butterfield, but he's the famous drummer. Okay, he made a beat that was used by everybody. Madonna, everybody used his beat. He never got a dime from anyone, right? With blockchain technology, when he made that beat, every sale of Madonna's track would give him a cut. It just automatically, because of the blockchain technology, boom, Madonna's track sold for $1, he gets that penny. But because it was, done by dozens of major Madonnas, he's getting pennies from all over the place. He would have been richer than all of them. And it would have created generational wealth for his children's children. They'd still be collecting that money. And every time that record was resold, peer to peer, he would be getting a cut of that. The artists, especially artists of color who have had their music, have had their profits stolen from them for decades, would actually be able to realize generational wealth from what they were contributing to society and actually fairly became paid for it. And this is why I like blockchain technology.
I love it. So what we're gonna do, I'm all for blockchain technology. This is a safe place to talk about it. But we have one more track, I think, to send us home. And while you still have a couple of bars on your phone there, Dave, what do we got? Before you roll,
maybe the Dance Upon the Grave video, Joy. What do you think?
Man, go.
Before you roll it. All right, just roll it. I was going to say who won the poll, but I think we just D whatever we want. Let's roll.
It's what we ever, we got an anarchy crowd. We got a wild scene.
Right, great. We win. Roll tape.
Dance upon the graves of praise. We dance upon the graves of praise. We dance upon the graves of praise. Who touched our friends? Who touched our friends in sleeping bags? We filled with common dreams, 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 dreams of no future. We knew better.
Very nice. Very nice. We didn't have the whole thing, but we had just enough to get you guys some flavor. Well, thank you all very much for being here. We are back tomorrow night. We've got a fantastic show. Pete, who's our guest?
Lauren Gashinsky from Nightlife Line and Kate Romaine with What Kate Ate.
That's right. That's right. So we've got that. Then on Friday, let's not forget, we got Natalie Bensavenga doing 5 Minutes With, and Dave Bracey talking local brews and maybe some other surprises. But I want to thank Alisa for being here from Marketplace at Emerald Valley with our Farm to Table, Buy Fresh, Buy Local segment. And of course, Joy to Yours. I said course like I'm in a friggin' Acme comic or whatever those like Looney Tunes thing. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Keep it locked up. Keep wearing your mask. Keep social distancing. We'll get through this together. Thank you all. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. It's messed up, Dave.
Was that you with the hairball?
That wasn't me with the hairball. I was on.
Is that you, Pete?
I think it was Joy. Desert hairball.
Sure, blame it. Tumbleweed hairball. Back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Kate Romaine's got surprises. Lauren Grushinsky knows what's up. 8 o'clock tomorrow. Tell your friends. Thursday night at 8. It's going to be great.